Hey guys, it's Miss Mag. We have been talking about measurement, and one of the things that we measure is time. And in third grade, one of our objectives is to also talk about elapsed time. Um, Elapsed time means basically just how much time has gone by between like a start time and a finish time. Okay. So, like, if you go play outside at 12:30 and then you come in and it's 1:45, figuring out how much time you were outside really is figuring out elapsed time. Um, I know sometimes we're like, man, how long did I sleep last night? And you try and count your hours. That's also an example of elapsed time. So elapsed time can be a little tough, but I'm going to show you some strategies to do that. Okay. So first off, you have to be able to tell time on a clock, and we're all still kind of working on that. Um, so on your assignment today, you are going to click through some slides that I made, and they have two clocks on them. Okay, so slide one, right? Imagine this is slide one. Slide one has the time you started doing something and the time that you finished doing that thing. Okay, so you have to figure out first off what times each clock says. Okay, so if you watched my earlier videos from this week, I showed you some tips on telling time on the clock using parking spaces or thinking about the clock in equal parts. Okay, so I'm going to do that today to help me read these clocks, right? So if I start breaking this clock up into equal parts right here, and so I'm going to work on this side of that. But if we say that this is the 12 o'clock parking spot, the 1 o'clock, the 2, the 3, and the 4, and the 5, and we can keep going, right? But my hour hand, my shorthand, is in the 1 o'clock parking spot. It hasn't gotten to the 2 o'clock, so it's not 2 o'clock, even though it's closer to 2. So we're going to say that it's 1 o'clock. And then remember earlier in the videos from this week, I told you that you have to skip count by fives because each parking spot has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes in each spot. Okay, so it's just skip counting like multiplication, right? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So the minute hand, which is the longer one, is pointing to 30 minutes. So this clock says 1:30, and then time passes by, and it ends up to be this time. So we've got to figure out this. So again, let me make my parking spots, right? So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I look at my shorthand, it's in the 4 o'clock spot. So it's 4, and then I have to skip count. Each one of these spaces is 5 minutes. So if I want to figure out how many minutes to put right here, I have to count by 5. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 down at the bottom, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so it is 4:45. Okay, so now how to figure out the time that's gone by, which is your elapsed time, what you're going to do is start at this time, 1:30. And we're going to put that on a number line. Okay? So we're going to start here at 1:30. Okay? And we need to end when we get to 4:45. So we're going to make some jumps. First part by hours, because if we look at our hours right here, they have increased, right? So I'm going to go from, I'm just going to basically move this small hour hand till I get to 4 o'clock, right? So I'm going to jump 1 hour. If I jump 1 hour, then I'm only changing the hour to go up 1 hour. So then the time would be 2:30. Okay, so I'm still not to 4, so I need to jump another hour. And that will put me at, 3:30. So notice the minutes are staying the same because I'm only jumping by hours right now. So, can I go another hour? Well, let's see. 1 hour more would be 4:30, because remember, I'm only increasing that hour. My minutes stay the same, okay? So I've jumped 3 hours. So 3 hours has passed to get me to 4:30, but our end time was 4:45. So I'm at 4:30 right now. So now I just need to increase my minutes. So now I'm going to focus right here on my minutes. Okay, I have to get from 30 to 45. So I might just add on 10 minutes. So if I add on 10 more minutes, that's going to put me at 4:40. Okay? And then to get to 4:45, I only need 5 more minutes. Oh, my board is moving. There we go. Okay, so I started at 1:30, jumped 3 hours, which put me at 4:30. And then I just needed to add on a couple minutes, right? So 10 minutes got me to 4:40, and then 5 more minutes got me right smack dab on that 4:45. So now your elapsed time is how much time has gone by up here. So that's 3 hours. And then you put your minutes together, and that's, so 10 plus 5 minutes is 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, so that's your elapsed time for these 2 times. Okay? So I'm not going to do this bottom one because it's a long video. But if you need help, just continue to rewatch my video and kind of see how I made these jumps. And of course, hey, if you have any questions, come to our learning labs. You guys have been doing great. We miss you. We know this is new. This is a new concept. So if you need any help, let us know. All right? We love you. Do good this week. All right.